What's going on, IB students? Today I want to go over how to create a linear regression line and a find your Pearson correlation using your TiNspire calculator. Okay, so we are on page 69 and we're looking at this example here. All right, we are apparently comparing 8 students' grades of math and biology. I want to point out I am skipping problems A and B because all they want there is for you to draw a scatter plot and then analyze that from your perspective. You guys should have done that previously, but if you need help with that later, please let me know. Okay, so the first thing it says find Pearson's moment correlation, and letter C says find the correlation, which is always represented by the variable R. And then we need to find our linear regression equation for letter D. Okay? To do so, I would highly write these directions down. We are going to use our graphing calculator, aka the TiNspire. All right? The first thing you want to do is go to your spreadsheet, right? We all know how to do spreadsheet. From the spreadsheet, I want to put in all our data. You guys know how to do that. I have already done that for us. So if you can see here, I put all my mathematics, which is my X, all in this row, and all my biology in my Y row, and I have them all here. Now, from here, we're going to make sure the cell is loose, and from here, I'm going to simply press menu 413. Menu 413. So when I do that, I have menu 4 for statistics, 1 for calculations, and 3 for linear regression. All right, which is good. Linear regression. In this part, you want to put in the X list, you want to put your X, which you guys are good at. In your Y list, you want to put your Y. So I'm going to put an X there. I'm going to put a Y here. And I'm simply going to press enter. And now I have my values. So first I want to point out for letter D, look at that right here. Notice on here I have my values is for letter C, it's asking for the Pearson correlation. So that is represented by R. And my correlation, where R is 0.864 if I use 3 sig figs. 0.864. And on here it says, well, we're not going to compare it, but what we want to point out is, notice there's no negative sign, so this is positive. And anything above, I would say 0.75 is considered strong. So this is a positive, strong correlation. Positive, strong correlation. Okay? For letter D, I want to point this out. I always write this down. This is me. I recommend it, but you don't have to. From my answer, it says, well, first off, let's go back. We're looking for a linear regression equation. Well, what is a linear equation? You guys should all know this by now. You're high schoolers. Y equals mx plus b. Notice my TiNspire gives me my m value and my b value. My m equals 0.411 with 3 sig figs, and my b equals 11.77. Well, if we're using 3 sig figs, that would be 11.8. Okay? Now I just put this in the equation. Just put these in the equation. So, y equals 0.411 x and plus my 11.8, which is my b. So that's how I find letter D. Now let's look at letter E. Letter E states, use the equation to predict the biology grade if the math grade is 29. Notice that math is an x variable. So whatever we want to use the equation to find out the other value, you just substitute it in whatever it's saying. So if math is x, we are going to substitute 29 wherever there's an x. So my equation is y equals 0.411 times 29 plus 11.8. If I put that in my calculator, which I'm just going to cheat and look at my answer, you're going to get to 3 sig figs, 23.7. So their grade should be roughly 23.7. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you get some practice in. Please feel free to ask me more questions. Thank you very much.